I want to get back to normal. I want to get back in my old jeans. I want to feel like myself again. And that's what we started working towards.
So you said you felt a few months ago you wanted to get back into the gym. Was there a kind of light bulb moment or a particular event that you're working towards, do you think?
I had my little boy and I was 30 the year after, and I said, I want to get back to normal, whatever normal is. I want to get back in my old jeans. I want to feel like myself again.
Yeah.
And that's what we started working towards. And again, it's bizarre because we always say about how the scales don't matter in certain breasts, but then they do in others.
Yeah, for
but
sure, yeah.
One of the things that I was saying is before I started my transformation the first time, my start weight was now my end goal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So
absolutely.
Everything changes, the way your body holds weight and water and all that changes obviously as you get older. And he just reminds me of that. So when I come in, I'm like, my jeans didn't fit. It's like, well, what did you eat?
Yeah, I know.
But no, it's important, like you say, to have somebody that's just there and that believes in you as well. Because I can say, I can't do this again now.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you've got another 2 in you. Come on, let's do it. Let's up the weight. And it gets that motivation in.
Yeah.
Hold it. Hold it. So don't overstretch. Stay there. Now go back. Hold it there.
Oh God, it's all about trust though, isn't it? That's what I've got to do, I've got to trust him. Which is really annoying because I really don't like that skier or that prowler. I can't figure out which is worse. I swip and swap which is worse on which day.
What's that?
Skier or the prowler.
What's worse? Prowler's worse.
So you've got a short-term goal and a long-term goal. Let's talk a little bit about the short-term goal. Let's talk about Paris. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I go to Paris for my friend's hen party, and basically since my last holiday that I worked really hard towards, I've just then basically done whatever I wanted to do and ate whatever I wanted to eat. I knew that I had 4 weeks to do it. So I said, right, let's make a bit of a challenge, let's make it interesting, and we'll do a little mini transformation. So that's essentially what I'm doing. Yeah. Which in one breath I'm like, yeah, that's what I needed to happen. Yeah. In another breath I'm like, why have I done this? Yeah. But that's how I work. Yeah. I work better under pressure. I work better with a deadline. And like I say, I've got to come in and say, like I had done today, and he's like, why is your weight not moved? And I'm like, well, because of this. And you then feel guilty. So you're not holding up your end of the bargain. So I'm like, But Paris.
And do you have a specific goal in terms of
I want to come down 4 kg.
Okay.
So I've said it's easily doable, and I feel like I'll feel confident. I feel confident going into summer. Yeah. Long-term goal, I go away with the girls again in August. Yeah. And I go to Ibiza. Now, everyone's gorgeous in Ibiza. They're all like a size 2. No stretch marks, no cellulite.
It'll happen to them eventually.
They'll bring them down. So I'm going to Ibiza. So again, but mainly within all this, I just want to be healthy. I want to be healthier for the kids. You know, I spend my afternoons and my evenings going around soft play now, so I have to keep my breath and like I say, just keep on it and keep fit. Yeah.
One of the challenges I imagine as a parent is the diet side of things, because if you're out with the kids at, like you say, soft play centres, they don't generally have much healthy food on the menu. So
it's hard. Yeah, I think it's very much a lifestyle change and choice. Personally, I can't sustain that all year round, which is why I do small bursts like this. I think one of the things that I wanted to highlight during a 4-week transformation is people think that they've got 4 weeks left to the holiday and they've got nowhere to go. It's like, oh, well, I'm just like this now, and that's it. And whereas there's so much more you can do in 4 weeks if you do stick to a plan, if you do look at your calories and look at how you're working and weight and things like that. So for me, I'm just trying to cut out all the noise of the kids' dinners. I finish off the kids' dinners. I've got 2, so I finish off both of the boys' dinners, and I'm like still hungry. Yeah. But I know that that's what parents do, and it is so 100%. Hard. It's not for the faint of heart.
No,
it is
not.
really hard to keep on track. But like I say, that's why I work better in small bursts, because I know there's an end date. I know that when I get to Paris, I'll be all right. I can eat as much pasta as I want, or frog's legs or whatever I've eaten.
Now, how strict are you being at the moment?
Well, me personally, I eat a lot of rubbish. I do snack a lot. I eat a lot of takeaways. It's not good. Whereas I find a huge difference if I just cut that out.
Yeah.
I find I lose weight straight away.
Like a mindset
Yeah,
switch.
definitely. As well as that, I stick to 500 calorie meals.
Yeah.
So I'll try and do 3 of them a day.
Yeah.
And then I can work out what works for me and what doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think because you've trained before that you've got more of a kind of understanding of, right, I've got a short-term window here to get into, for say it's Paris. I know a little bit more about food and what I should be eating to get to where I need to be.
One of the things that I had when I first did my transformation, I first started training, was meal preps.
Yeah.
And that's a huge thing for me because I've got no time to be preparing. And even though I do, I just find it 10 times easier to just put something in the microwave. It's already done, it's fresh, and I can eat it.
Yeah.
It's hard if you're going to do it without a food prep, I think. I think it's definitely something that you've got to be organised with, because otherwise you just get lazy and you're like, you know what, I'll just go and eat something that takes 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just because I'm such a nice guy, you can choose prowl or the ski erg
How many times?
3 times.
3 times there and back?
No,
three times, one
three
there.
rounds. So this, and whichever one 3
Ski erg.
times. 3 times.
Yeah.
Fine.
Because realistically, it takes me 25 seconds to do the skiing. I don't think I'm getting there and back in 25 seconds.
It's not that different, really. It's about 30 seconds.
That?
Probably.
Yeah, no. Yeah, take the 5 second rest.
Last question about food.
Yeah.
I think quite a lot of people, they want to train, but when they see you've got to stick quite rigidly to a diet, even if it's for a short term, it puts them off a little bit.
Yeah.
What sort of advice would you give to someone about how to eat more healthily and that it doesn't just have to be chicken and rice, chicken and broccoli?
I think the way that meal preps or food prep or any kind of food that you're eating whilst training, I think that's developed a lot in the past couple of years. I think we've found different benefits and different ways of getting the nutrients that we need and the calories that we need without going over, without getting too many carbs in it. I'm really not knowledgeable about it, but I just know enough to get me through.
Yeah, for sure.
In my eyes, the way that I work is if I know that I've eaten something that I shouldn't have eaten, I just work it off.
Yeah.
And that's how I work. If that, then I have to work harder.
Yeah.
And that's how I do it in my head. I know for a fact that if I have to come in and he says, why has this happened? I'll think, right, okay, I've got to skip that and that now. Whereas if I'd have just ate what I needed to eat, I could have ate more.
You could have ate,
Do you know, so, but it depends how much you want it. And that's why I do it in small bursts, because I know 12 weeks to me is a really daunting experience from the second time. The first time I got into it, really got into
you were
it.
all in,
and I was literally tunnel vision. I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, and I loved it, and I loved the benefits of it, which is, I think, what you need to remember through it all. And that's every time I look in that mirror, I think, but next time I'm going to be a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
And this is the start of the journey.
Yeah.
This is the worst I'm going to feel. I'm only going to feel better.
Sure.
I'm only going to get better with it. Is there not no scandal we can talk about for a minute? For a rest?
Nope. Do this first, because that's a good topic. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You don't want to touch on it now?
Yeah. That's too long of a rest period. We'll see what this looks like.
Is this the last one?
Last one. And then you'll have done all 3 rounds. And then we do it all again on Friday.
We weren't doing this on Friday.
No, back to your other routine.
God for that.
I think you actually raised a really great point there, where most people know if you train and you eat well, you're probably going to lose weight, your body composition is going to change. But I think you made a really important point that exercise has a kind of mental health benefit to it. And have you found that in the times you've trained?
I feel like you never regret a workout.
Yeah.
And I'm really not one of them people who's like, oh, and you know, I'm so healthy, I work out all the time, because I'm not. It is a pressure for me to come sometimes, and sometimes I don't want to get out of bed. But I come and I do it, and never do I walk out that door thinking, I wish I'd have just stayed in bed.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it motivates you, it gets you going. And like I say, when you've got such a chaotic life aside, you know, you put your phone down and you're literally just training, and it's just about what's going on.
Yeah.
When you're a mum or a parent, it is literally just your life is consumed by the kids. So it is just a little bit of me time. But also mentally, I feel like I've right, okay, burn that off. Let's go and do the next task. Let's go and do the rest of the day.
Yeah. So you've talked brilliantly about all the things that you love doing. There must be something that you think, I don't want to do that. With your workouts or the dieting, there must be something.
I don't like coming here.
Right.
I don't like coming to the gym.
This is sort of psychological, psyching yourself up for it.
What don't I like? This is the thing. I'm not a person that's like, oh, can't wait to get to the gym. It's going to be amazing. I don't feel like that. I just do it because I know that it's going to make me healthier. I know that I'm going to get the results that I want, and that for me is what I want. I want to feel good and look good. So this is what comes with it. There's no cheat. You can't cheat your way to it.
Yeah.
But what is the things that I hate? What is it that I hate? The track. Hate the track.
Right.
And Steve always has to shout track, which means that everyone in the gym goes. And then there's me like panting my way up and down that bloody thing.
I hear you've got a little trick to get out of doing the prowl there. Tell us.
So I came probably when I first started training, and I bought these new trainers. It was dead nice. And he went, you can't train in them. I was like, why? And he was like, because I think they had like a platform. It wasn't like platform, but they had like a wedge on there. So he's like, yeah, you can't train in them. So I was like, but there was on the Nike website as trainers. He was like, no, not training them.
Yeah.
So then he then said to me, you'll have to do the skier because you can't do the mat, you can't do the track with your shoes. So I thought, great. So I just went and just, I don't fancy, I'll just not bring the right
Love
shoes.
It. Absolutely brilliant.
He knows when I walk in, he'll look and he'll go, I'm just not doing the track
Check
today.
out your footwear there. I can't do that today.
Right, get to the edge of the platform, that's it. That's it, go all the way up. There we go. One more pull and relax. Woohoo, 23. Good job. Oh, we have to do that all again.
Oh, I forgot to put my watch on. It's so annoying.
We have to do that all again.
Oh,
that
my
workout
God.
literally never took place.
What a waste. So annoyed. I don't know how many sweets I can have in the car now.
And so what would you then say is the best part about ultimate performance? Not necessarily just your training, but the overall experience of training with UP?
I think training with UP it's elite. It's you're coming in and you know that anything that's going into your workout has been thought through. Yeah. It's been tried, it's been tested. I was literally just speaking to Steve. I asked him loads of questions about this place, but I was asking him about like the process of being a trainer.
Yeah.
I was like, can anyone be a trainer? He was like, well, yeah, they can come in, but then we train them as well. And I think it's that extra level of care. It's that extra level of somebody that's going to be more flexible with the diary for you. And do you know what? We'll try and make that work for you. And that's the thing, is it slots in so well to my life that it's just become second nature to come here 3 times a week. The trainers are, all different shapes, all different sizes, can bring so much more to the table than just an essential gym.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much.